everyone, welcome back to Velvetorium. This is part 2 of this art canvas project. In this video I'll show you how I made the quartz stones and how I arranged the pieces on the canvas. In part 1 I showed you how I made the moth, so if you haven't checked that out already, please do so, and let's begin. So as usual with light coloured clays, I like to use Sculpey Mould Maker to clean my hands, and I do have a video about this. If you've not seen it already, then please check that out. And once my hands are sufficiently clean, I will roll out my clay. So this is Fimo Effect Translucent White, which I will condition and then roll out 2 sheets. I then added some drops of 2 different colours of green alcohol ink, and as mentioned in part 1, do please wait for this to be completely dry before you start trying to mix it, otherwise it ends up a bit of a mess. So once that has completely dried, I will start mixing it by hand first, and I do run it through my pasta machine a couple of times, although I don't actually want this colour to be completely mixed, because if you leave it just a bit streaky, it does actually look better and more natural once it's baked. So to achieve the stone look, I just cut each clay piece in various diagonal angles, making sure that the cuts were very sharp. And I actually put this clay in the fridge for a while before I started, because if the clay is too soft it does drag a little bit and you don't get quite as clean a cut, and of course it doesn't look quite as effective. So I repeated this process and collected up all the shavings there and put them back together, and just repeated this over and over again until I had as many stones as I needed. And of course, I didn't get all the stones I needed just from this clay that we're looking at here. I had to repeat the process quite a few times. Now, I didn't want to put the stones on the canvas straight up, I wanted them to be a bit flatter, so to achieve that I just took each stone and cut the bottom at an angle to make this easier. So next I rolled out a rather thin sheet of clay and cut a triangular shape from it to use as a base, or a guide rather, for the shape that I wanted to achieve here, and then I just started arranging the stones. So once that was done, and to give it a bit more of a natural looking base, I took a bit of scrap clay and started to pick off some little jaggy bits and placed them all along the edge to hide the bottom of the stones. So once this was done, I baked this for approximately an hour at 130 degrees Celsius. And once that was completely cool, the last step is just to highlight all the edges with white acrylic paint. And you can see already the difference this makes. It looks so much more effective once it's painted. And once this was done, I used some strong super glue to attach the 2 pieces to the canvas. I then decided to dry brush some grey acrylic paint around the sides, which I mixed myself, just to give it a bit of an antique look. So that's everything. I really hope you enjoyed this project. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think. If you're not subscribed already, then please do so. And I will see you in the next project. Bye!